Okay, so I'm here today with Chris Davies, who is the CIO of County Broadband. County Broadband have worked with Totalmobile for a number of years now. I'm really just grabbing a few minutes with Chris to get a little bit of background into how they are working with Totalmobile, the solutions they're using, and ultimately how they're benefiting from it. So, Chris, firstly, thank you for taking a couple of minutes out of your day to have a little bit of a catch up. It's good to chat to you again.
Yeah, nice to see you, Simon, and happy to talk. It's good.
Good. So I suppose before we really get into it, let's take a minute or two to give those who are watching this a little bit of a background into yourself, but also County Broadband and the type of work that you guys do on a day-to-day basis.
Well, County Broadband, if we start there, it's been going in total for about I think it's 20. We celebrated our 20-year anniversary last year. And that was the year I joined. I joined on January the 30th last year. So I've been here just over a year now. What actually attracted me to County Broadband was their focus. So I've worked in large retail ISPs before, national brands that everybody would recognize. And the differentiator of County is they are the last 5%. They are building networks and connectivity to the last 5%. And they are the local connectivity partner for the people that have not had connectivity before. And that's really important, is the community element, and that was something that was really attractive when I was looking to join County. My role is a technologist. I love technology, live and breathe it. It's something I'm really interested in, both personally and professionally. And when you meet for people that know the CEO of County, you speak to Lloyd. He's desperate, always desperate for pushing those technology limits within the parameters that we can work in rural settings. So, community focus, giving community centres, churches, parish offices, pubs, sports venues, they all get a free connection. No problem, free connection for those, to give that community a hub somewhere to go and get fibre broadband, 1 gig fibre broadband. And we are constantly evolving, debating, discussing our technology. What we don't see ourselves, I talk for myself there. I don't see us as a build company that's just putting fibre in the ground. I see us as the connectivity partner, and I'm looking at how do we use what we've got there, the piece of cable going into a house. How do we best use that to serve that customer? And there's all sorts of things I can talk about on that, Simon, and maybe we'll get to that at another time. But what I hope for the industry is we're going to be far more than a build company, and we're going to give some. We've got the perfect opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. And what I will say for anybody watching this interested in County, in 2024, we're going to start a connected moments. So we're going to start hopefully showing people how they can use technology and the fibre technology in the home.
Fantastic. That's a great overview of what you guys do. So as I said at the start of this here, you've been working with Totalmobile for a number of years now. I appreciate that you're only in the business for 1 year, but I suppose whenever you guys go to market and you're looking to bring on a technology partner to provide you with innovation and solutions to help you work better, essentially, what are some of the things that you look for in a technology partner, and maybe what do you see in Totalmobile which is aligned to that?
It's a really good question, Simon, because I think as a product, right? And I don't think it's any great secret that there are more than you offering products that in similar ways that you do, right? And there are also lots of people in my team, all different people, all different personalities, all trying to achieve different things at different stages. And I think what you've got to find is a partner where the people connect, because you built a product to provide a purpose, and we're buying a product for a purpose. Now, there's lots of people we can go and transact with, but that's not how we, just as we said about community, also we want to create that community within our company and the people we work with. And then we select partners based on our people relationship.
Yes.
Do they have the same values that we have? Do they work in a similar way? Are they easy to talk to when we really need them? Because we are giving that connectivity to people, especially in our industry, in our company, to that last 5-10% of people. So, when they lose our connectivity or getting it as quickly and as efficiently and at the right price as possible, that's a game changer for these people in rural communities. So the product will go through a process to make sure the product does what it needs to do. What I value and what I know the people within the company and the people in my team value is, how do we interact as people? And that is what, I'm here today because we interact well. I'm not going to tell you anything bad because you wouldn't have asked me to come and talk. But our interactions, you're and I, you're in marketing, I'm in IT, I'm a customer, and you're talking to me face to face, and through conversations we've had, we've ended up doing this. I like that, right? It shows that you like what we do and we like what you do, and that's great. And that's what I base it on.
Fantastic. And listen, I think we might come back to talk about the people a little bit later on in our chat here, but let's maybe start with the product and the solution. So how are you using Totalmobile's solution within County Broadband, and how is it impacting ultimately how you're delivering the services that you deliver?
Well, ultimately we started building fiber 2018. We broke ground, so to speak, in 2018, and it's been a scale up since then. What Totalmobile has allowed us to do is to manage our build, our activities within that build for both internals and subcontractors. That's surveys, how we do our audits for health and safety, how we do our quality assurance, and then also it helps us manage our in-home connections. So actually connecting people to that network. That is all done in the ecosystem of Totalmobile. And we use it, and we've used it, as far as I'm aware, we've used that pretty much from our inception of putting fiber in the ground. And the team are very, when I told the team that I was coming to talk to you and do this, nobody said, oh, no, don't. They all said, brilliant, great stuff. This is, this is a tool that we can all stand behind and really like. And that's the people that are using it. Yes. For me, I provide them a platform and they use it. Yeah. And the best thing for me as CIO is operational silence, where nobody asks me about it. It's not on the radar. And I have to go to them and say, how do you use it? Where is the problems? Where is it good? Where is it bad? And they say, oh, right. And they talk. And that's what we've got with the Totalmobile solution at the moment.
I think that tends to be a sign that you're onto a bit of a winner there, because, in my experience, whenever IT is not working for somebody, they're very, very quick to make you aware of it.
I'm on nobody's Christmas card list ever, but they all know my number when it doesn't quite work.
Yeah. So I suppose, is there any particular capabilities or features within the solution that have been particularly beneficial, or that receive particularly good feedback from those frontline users?
Yeah, I think so. I think one thing that our head of field build, Julian, just spoke to him earlier today, just to ask him what is the best thing, and he said it's the visibility from the office teams, the people in the back office that are scheduling, health and safety, monitoring, doing all that thing of the real-time activities of what's happening in the field. And the system allows us to see both that. So the back end office know exactly what's happening in real time. And the real time people can then get answers to should we do this? Should we move? What happens here? And we can create business processes to make that as efficient, as effective as possibly as we can. The word he used was consistent view of activity, consistently being able to see those, because we do the same jobs over and over again. We're digging a trench, putting it in and putting the cable in and doing all that. It's the same, repeatable, but we're in an environment that changes every 5 meters with all sorts of different challenges and issues. And having that visibility, being able to help it and being able to support it is really good. One thing that I did learn for a very different reason, but one of the things that it's been very helpful for is that we've actually uploaded, between our build partners and our subcontractors and us, we've uploaded 144,000 pictures in the last 90 days.
Wow.
That shows you the scale of a rural, the quality we try to put into our network. The tool allows us to consume that information, present it, and then go back and look at it, both reactively when we want to improve and in real time when we've got issues. And I think that is what they would say is the key benefit.
Yeah, I suppose fundamentally, Totalmobile is supposed to be categorized as a software provider, but something we talk a lot about off internally and we're very passionate about is enabling our customers to be successful, for them to achieve what they want to achieve. And similarly, on the customer side of things, people tend to implement technology in order to deliver benefits and a return on that investment. Is there any kind of linkage between the solution and the efficiency and how you guys are working, and what type of benefits, or how would you categorize the benefits that you're getting from using the solution and working with Totalmobile as a whole?
I mean, it's a really tough question because I don't have any stats and facts to say. When we had product A, we got 2 jobs a day, and when we got product B, we got 10 jobs a day, and we can see a really tangible benefit. What I think it goes down to is the people that are using it. It's operational silence, right? They're using it and they are constantly improving, and they are constantly looking at ways of improving. And as a business, even through challenging times and through different things, we're meeting the targets we set ourselves. Sometimes they are stretched, and sometimes they are easily achievable, and we constantly monitor and change it. So it's really difficult to say it does this one thing very well. It's enabling our business, right? Yes. To do what we need to do, which is build and connect customers to a network. That is what it's enabling us to do. And it's helping us, and from the people on the ground that are using it, it is helping us do that effectively and efficiently.
Yeah. You touched upon the people element of this type, earlier on, and I suppose it'd be great just to get an insight into how you find working with Totalmobile and particularly the people, because you're probably interacting with multiple different departments or functions within the business, from support to project services, customer success, account management. How have you found that interaction with Totalmobile as a business, and how would you reflect on that?
Well, the marketing guy always asks me really hard questions. But on the, I mean, we've had two things recently where I've had to engage with Totalmobile. One is from the account management team, where I've said, listen, we want to think about this. We want to do this. What does this look like? How do we do that? What does this mean? How do we do that? And we don't get sent back a catalog that says, well, there's our products catalog. There's our car showroom. You go and choose what you want. It was, well, why are you trying to achieve that? There was, it ended up taking me about an hour of time to explain to our team, our account team, exactly what it is we were looking for, why we're looking at it, our motivators, our compelling event for why we would change, et cetera, et cetera. So that says to me that they care about making sure the outcome is achieved that we're really trying to do. Not a revenue target for you guys, which you will have, absolutely, it's commercial business, but you're gaining that through sustainable business by making sure you meet the problems and requirements that we have. From a technical point, we had a couple of issues recently. One was very urgent. JFDI came through to me, and it was just asked if I could make sure it had the right focus for the urgency that it required. Rough time. I asked at 11 a.m. I got something back at like 11:45 a.m. saying done. But this isn't normal. Please follow the normal ticketing system normally, which is I fully, as a CIO, fully understand the importance of that. But they knew, because they knew our business, why it was important and why it was a more one-off event than a regular occurrence. And it wasn't an availability issue. It was actually just getting access to some data and download it at scale was more what we're looking for. And that was able to happen because it wasn't, oh God, they want something different or bespoke or change. It's going to challenge, and then they're going to be. It wasn't any of that. It was, we know why that's important to you, and we want to help. And that's what I say about people. It's it's having those relationships to rely on when you need them. And I feel I had that with Totalmobile. And as a thanks for that, I do this, right? And this is why we're talking.
Fantastic. That's appreciated. So, Chris, I suppose as a CIO, you're currently, you're always looking into the future and where the market is going, just obviously from an innovation perspective, but also within your own sector as well. What would be some of your predictions as you look into the future of the market in which County Broadband operates in, but also within the wider field service management landscape?
It's really exciting. And if we get it right, we can be not just market leaders in the products that we can do, but actually we can put ourselves ahead of, I think, at a global. I think if the UK as a whole, not County Broadband, but as the UK, County will help. If the UK can get ahead of some of the big challenges we've got economically, lifestyle, changes in the way that we work, where we work, all those changes are all based on fiber and connectivity. 5G, 6G, 7G, they're great, they're fantastic. They're not going to, I don't personally believe they will replace that fiber into your home, that constant reliable connectivity that we've got. And as an industry, you know, the way I look at it, and I've written something on LinkedIn about it, the router, you know, we sell broadband, you buy Wi-Fi. And that has been the case for years and years and years. And actually now that modem, that router that you've got in the hallway or the landing or in the lounge, that's the heart of your home, right? Everything's coming off that. Your kids watching TV, VR, all those stuff that's coming, you earning and working and learning is all happening through this router. And I think there's going to be a jump between how we really connect homes now to the router. And it will all help with aging population, the increase in dementia that we're seeing, giving carers and unpaid carers in their home some respite by knowing, well, I can leave the house for a short amount of time to go to the shop, because if the door opens, I get an alert on my mobile and I know it isn't going to fail because it's permanently connected to my fiber. And they trust it, and over time they will build up that reliance on that technology. And it's vitally important for companies like County Broadband and for people in my position to make sure that we're providing that stable connectivity, and we're helping people in that way. And that is what really, really attracted me to County and their goals.
And then as your market obviously develops, you know, how much emphasis do you place on providers like Totalmobile and the relationship that we have to empower you guys to achieve your own strategic objectives?
Couldn't do it without you, because we can't build it. We're not the experts. You rely on, you know, you've got connectivity in your office and at home, right? To enable you to work from home. We provide you that connectivity. You're providing your expertise back to us in workforce management, activity tracking, and activity efficiency and effectiveness of giving that connectivity. We can't. There is no alone partner in this. There's no individuals in this. It's all about teams, people working together for that common objective.
Fantastic, Chris. Listen, we'll leave it there. Again, thanks for your time this afternoon. Always good to have a chat with you, and look forward to continuing working with County Broadband in the future and seeing you guys go from strength to strength. All right.
Perfect. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.